Honda's Marc Marquez is going through the toughest phase of his MotoGP career after a near career-ending crash that sidelined him for over a year. One of the major expectations prior to the 2021 season was the possible rivalry between defending champion Joan Mir and the returning Marquez. However, that hasn't panned out yet as Marquez is still far from being 100%, and Mir has only one podium to his name so far. Marquez has now stated why Mir's approach in 2020 that won him the title might not work in 2021 while speaking to Sky Sports Italia. I'm your host Dillon Shelley, and first up on Moto World, Marquez explains why someone other than Joan Mir will win the 2021 championship. Marquez began by giving an update on his arm. Last week I went to the doctor for a check and the arm is getting better. This is the most important. So now we check what is going on in the shoulder because this is my limitation now. He then turned his attention to Mir and gave his opinion on who the title contenders will be this year. Winning is difficult, but defending is more difficult. This year, Quartararo, Bagnaia and Rins are going faster than him. He then elaborated on why Mir's approach to trying to finish all races instead of taking any major risks to go for wins may have worked last year, but will not work again. Mir is making the strategy of last year, trying to finish all the races, but finishing all the races, you win the world title once, not many times. He signed off by picking his favourite for the 2021 championship, while also explaining why. I think the championship will be between Quartararo and Bagnaia. Bagnaia is strong, he is constant, and does not have the pressure of having to win the world championship, like Mir in 2020. Fast feed. Pramac have extended their contract with Ducati for another 3 years and will thus remain the primary satellite team for Ducati. Pramac owner Paolo Campanoti has stated that they are extremely proud of the work put in and the results they have achieved during these years together with Ducati. He added that they are delighted to be continuing this beautiful adventure for the next 3 years. With Ducati, they have created a very special relationship, they have reached incredible objectives, and the best is yet to come. Ducati Corsa sporting manager Paolo Ciabatti concurred by saying that it is truly a great pleasure for them to be announcing the renovation of their partnership with Pramac Racing. Petronas Yamaha's Valentino Rossi feels that they now have a very important period of the championship because they have 4 races in 5 weeks. He further pointed out that how after that, without Finland, they will have 1 month off. Everybody will start to think about 2022 during that period, so like he said at the beginning, at that point he will make his decision as well. Marc Marquez thinks they are not ready to use in Honda these hole shot systems on the main straight here in Mugello. He also feels that if they keep increasing the top speed, then all the runoff areas in all the circuits will be too small. Aprilia's Aleix Espargaro has suggested that Mugello is a demanding track even from a physical point of view. Precisely for this reason, he decided to have surgery on his arm after Le Mans, taking advantage of the break for a full recovery. His teammate Lorenzo Savadori has confirmed that Aprilia is supporting him with all of his requests and he is trying to speed up the learning curve. He can't wait to race in Mugello. It's a track that he knows well, but he has never tackled it astride a MotoGP bike. Joan Mir feels that Mugello is a track where often the Ducatis and Yamahas are quick, and maybe Suzuki's top speed isn't quite as high as theirs. He, however, pointed out that in 2019 his teammate Alex Rins was able to do a great race here, so it means that the Suzukis can also be competitive. Alex Rins, meanwhile, added that they might have a little disadvantage on the long straight, but around the rest of the track he knows they can be fast. KTM's Brad Binder has revealed that the new chassis does help them slightly only because it allows them to line up the exit of the corners a bit better. That's great, but more so than that, they got some new fuel and that has given them a bit of extra speed, divulged Binder. Is Joan Mir being too cautious? Head over to my community page to vote in the poll and let me know what you think in the comments. And if you like this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my others for all the latest in the world of MotoGP.